Yes, we've got another one. Another coach who doesn't actually do what his videos tell you to do. That's a shocker. And before his fans flood the comments with, but those are his feels. Yeah, well, we all know how teaching by feel works, right? It's like trying to learn to cook from a guy who says, just add the right amount and then continues to dump half a gallon of salt. But this one is actually slightly different. This is a phenom who somehow makes fast look slow. And today we're going to figure out how. Some people say TigerGolf's swings like he's late for a meeting he didn't want to attend. Others swear he's auditioning for Golf Monk number 3 in a Kung Fu remake. Put some waterfall sounds behind it and you'd think he's about to achieve inner peace and not smash a golf ball. But here's a slight twist. His swing isn't slow at all. On a 30 FPS camera, his backswing takes 22 frames, dead center of the tour average. From the top to impact, 7 frames. That's Rory, JT, pick your favorite elite player fast. The only reason it looks slow is because it's smoother than a buttered seal sliding down a marble staircase, and smoother than your just missed breaking 80 story after you shot 94. His sequencing is textbook. His hips lead, his torso follows, arms drop, and club lags. He's that guy in school who never studied, lived off hot Cheetos, and still aced every test while you were stress sweating through flashcards. But the kicker, at impact, he's not model swing perfect at all. He's full David Copperfield with wrists, shutting the face, tweaking the loft, and changing path in milliseconds. And only a tiny handful of tour players rotate the face this fast, this late. Amateurs, well, they do it about half as much and twice as inconsistently. And at driver speed, just 1 degree miss potentially could send your club 3-4 yards offline. And with his closure rate, the margin for error is basically the width of a Dorito. Miss it and you're either buying a new cart windshield or apologizing to the guy 2 fairways over. But here's what can happen. The average golfer sees this and suddenly thinks they found the swing messiah. They start flooding his comments with take my money and beg him to put them on a slow swing path, thinking it'll unlock some mystical fountain of fairways. Next thing you know, they're standing on the range in their Sunday visor, moving like they're trapped in molasses, wondering why every swing shot is either 40 yards short or heading towards the parking lot. So no, he's not slow. He's just so good he makes fast look slow. It's like watching John Wick reload. Technically it's lightning fast, but it's so smooth you think, wait, did he just do that in slow motion or am I having a stroke? The rest of us, we should stop trying to copy it unless we're into losing golf balls, friends, and a shred of dignity. But let's slow this down even more from 2 angles I want you to watch. Alright, the man of the hour, what we're going to do is take a look at this swing and look at how these lines can help you identify what makes this swing so special and how he can actually pound the golf ball. You can see 296.5 was the shot that he hit before, and I guarantee you this one is pretty close to 296.5 as well. But beautiful sequencing. There is some hand manipulation down in the impact, and we'll talk about from the face on, but from this behind view, it's a beautiful shot because we got the Ivan Red showing you where that belt loop is. We've also got Gumby Green going right up his right leg, and this is going to be important to show you how he uses weight distribution, and Mellow Yellow shows you his spine angle. But as we take that club back, what we'll see is look at the hips. So we drew that red line for a reason. So we see the belt loops are going to go towards the target. We're not swaying over at all. Now this is the key point. Left knee's going to buckle in, his right elbow's going to fly even higher, but watch what happens to his upper body. By getting longer, turning and buckling in that left knee at the top of his swing, look where he winds up. So here he's already starting to shift the weight. We see the upper body is leaning, but where is it leaning against? It's braced against this right leg. So he has braced everything now. So that is his weight distribution taken care of. Next frame, we will expect to see the left hip bump out to somehow make this upper body fall back, but we don't. Watch what occurs. Now let's take a look. We see the lower body start to turn and we're pushing off from the right side. We don't see a hip tilt. So this is pure rotation, and all he is doing is now increasing his spine angle from the upper body to match his spine angle at the starting point. So as we strike the golf ball, we see his spine angle has returned to the yellow, but we don't have a hip tilt. So this is a lot of rotation, and he uses weight distribution more so with the upper body to initiate it and then let the lower body catch up. But the great thing about this is if you watch this over and over again, you don't see any swaying at all. He is just perfectly centered, but he uses his upper body and lower body a little bit differently than probably what you and I do, and this is how he can generate so much power in what looks like a very effortless swing. Okay, from the face on, we got our shoulder tilt. We're going to see where our spine is connected to that shoulder tilt, pretty close to the hands. We do have that forward press we need to deal with, so at some point we're going to have to close this down unless your body can get some tilting going on. We know from that past video there's not necessarily a lot of tilting going on with his hips, so we will see the hands get involved to help him. So note from the top of the swing, we see that upper body start to lean towards the target. That's the weight distribution. Now his hips will start to fire. We do see that slight bump, but it's not an exaggerated bump. Now the one issue we have now is take a look at where the golf ball is connected to him, and we'll see if we draw that yellow straight up to the sky. We see the hips have moved slightly over, the upper body has fallen slightly back, so he did his best to try and catch up those angles. But as we get down into impact, let's draw a circle, because this is a great position here to do it at. There is right at the center point of the circle, and we can see he has X amount of time to get down to the golf ball, and as a result we can see right at impact we do have a lot of hands going on, which shows you that this is a really good swing if you can sync up those hands. And just to double down to show you how much of the hands are moving into the golf ball, we go right as he strikes the golf ball, we extend that club shaft all the way out. That club shaft is now favoring his right shoulder relatively quick, and it fires through, and it's already outside of his body in no man's land next to the range machine over there. So yeah, learn what you can from this swing, but remember, no two swings are alike. His move works for him because he is a unicorn, and yours might work for you if you've got a cooler full of swing oil in the cart. Let me know in the comments what you think, who you want me to break down next, and as always, thanks for the support, and may your next round be shank free, or at least entertaining for everyone else. Fairways and greens. A huge thank you to these incredible supporters on the screen and to you watching this video. Your support helps us bring our golf curriculum to low-income children around the world at no cost to them, just like our location in Cape Flat, South Africa, in partnership with the Hillard program. Please like, share, and consider subscribing. Together, we can give the gift of golf to kids who need it the most.